What's up, you guys? How you doing today? So in this video, we're going to be teaching you guys a lot of tips and tricks that you guys are probably going to want to know to make your life in trade chat a whole lot easier. So there's a whole bunch of things that I'm covering from all over the place, and let's get started. First and foremost, when you guys are in trade chat, one thing that you want to be aware of is that trade chat itself has chat filters. So right now, for a chat filter, if you, let's say, wanted to see what people were looking to buy, then you could add wanna buy and put that in there. That means when somebody says WTB, that's wanna buy, they'll usually put that in their trade chat message. And then by you having that there, that means when you're looking through trade chat, only messages with WTB in them will show up. So you can see all these people that want to buy something versus you getting every single message under the sun of people wanting to buy, wanting to sell, and it being too much to read and it moving really fast. So that'll make your life a lot easier. Like here, wanna buy. This is a wanna buy message. Here's another one, wanna buy. Another wanna buy message. So it makes your life a lot easier when you're kind of like looking at trade chat, trying to figure out if anybody wants something you have to sell. The same thing goes for if you wanna sell and you're looking for people to buy your stuff. So if you wanna sell something or you're looking for wanna sell messages, you can put wanna sell in there. And if you wanna get rid of this, you can kind of just click that. Another thing to note is includes terms. Right now we have this checked as include terms. If we didn't want to see the wanna buys or anybody that has WTB in their message, if anybody has WTB in their message and we don't want to see that, then we can add it as not wanna buy. So that all the wanna buys in trade chat won't show up. So quick little like helpful thing for like what you guys do with your trade chat boxes. And I do want to see the wanna buys, so I'm going to add that and leave that there. Next thing you guys want to know about trade chat is when you're looking at pricing, getting prices and stuff in trade chat, you have to understand it is literally the one most important thing about this. And one of the things that makes it the most beautiful thing about the game is it is a free market. There are no fixed prices. So if you hit somebody up about, you know, this is how much you're selling something for, and they hit you back with, well, according to the Warframe market, they are wrong. There is no fixed price. It doesn't matter what the Warframe market says. They should be buying it on there. Also, don't do the sarcastically, don't be a forehead and try to tell people, well, according to the Warframe market, because you're trying to use that to get them to lower your price, because you look really, really stupid when you do that. So heads up. Don't do that. I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm trying to stop you from looking stupid when you're in trade chat. You can bargain with people, and I recommend you bargain, but using the quote unquote, well, according to the Warframe market, ... or this is, you know, according to the market, this is how much it goes for, then go buy it on the market. If it's cheaper there, then go get it there. It's not hard to figure out. Anyway, moving on. The only time I actually recommend you guys using the market is if you have no time at all to be on the game. Why? Because the market is hardcore competitive. All the prices on the market are competitive price, or most of the prices on the market. There are some people that have told me that they kind of go the middle road on the market, and occasionally they'll get people hit them up because they just happen to be online at the right time, or maybe somebody didn't want to wait for somebody to get out of a mission and they just happen to be available at that moment. So like, even though stuff could be lower than you want to sell it for on the market, if you sell it for like fair prices on the market, which is like typically the medium range of what stuff is priced for on the market, you might be able to make sales off of your items that way as well. But never underestimate actually being in trade chat, which I'm going to give you more tips and tricks moving forward, so that I don't really use the market unless I'm buying something. When I'm selling something, 100% of when I've never used the market to sell something, I always sell here in the game, in the in-game trade chat, which is what it was meant for. So if you're selling, I would just recommend sell here, but if you're buying, buy off the market. The market is the warframe.market website. And that's all you have to type in to find it, warframe.market. But it's really great place to buy. I don't recommend selling on it though, because the prices are meant to be competitive. Or just sell it at fair prices, and then once in a while you possibly get hit up over there. Anyway, the next thing you guys want to do when somebody hits you up with a price that is too low for you, you can bargain with them. Like if I'm trying to sell something in the game for maybe 100 platinum and they hit me up with 50, that might be too low for me to just give it away for 50. So I'll be like, all right, how about 90? And then maybe they'll say 60. And then I'll say, all right, 85. And they'll be like, 65. And you keep going back and forth until it ends, or until you both come to an agreement on you know, buying it for that price. But bargaining is a big deal. So when somebody hits you up about something, if the price is within the range of something that's even close to what you were looking to sell it for, take the time to hit them back up, because maybe they'll give you more plat. Like, even though they're trying to anybody that bargains with you is a smart person. So bargain with them back. It's typically a good idea. Another thing you guys want to know about is linking items. So I don't want to put this in trade chat, but this is how you do it. You start the message off with a bracket and you say maybe Sarin Prime or something like that, like whatever it is. And then you end it with a bracket. And then for mods, you could even do like, here's a big one for Riven mods. I don't think a lot of people know. You can type Riven mod, end it with a bracket. Now, when I hit enter on this message, Sarin's going to wind up in the message, but before it does, it's going to ask me which Riven mod do I want to show off. So even if I do it multiple times, it'll ask me multiple times before it actually posts the message. So I'll hit enter, and then it takes me to this. So I'll just click that one, and I'll pick that one. And now here they are, the Archoplasmor I picked and the Fluctus. And then these are just clickable for anybody that's in trade chat. They can look at it. They could say, oh, this is what your Riven is, or oh, this is what your Riven is. Another thing you could do is you could actually type it out just like this. If I type Fluctus, here it is right there. I could literally, all the Rivens that you have, if you know what the Riven's name is, you could even type the Riven name out directly, hit enter, and then it'll pull that Riven up that you have for people to see it in trade chat. So that's a big deal for Rivens. It's you guys bracketing anything that you can put brackets around when you're making trades is a really big deal, because there are a lot of times that somebody will type a mod in chat that I want to see. So let's do Fleeting Expertise, this one right here. So people will type a mod in trade chat and I'll see it and I'll be like, okay, let me see if I have any of these. So I'll click on their message with this and I'll look up and I'll say, oh, okay, I have 15 of them that I own. So yes, I have extras. I could sell them a Fleeting Expertise. So when you guys are putting your messages in trade chat, anything that you could put in brackets, put it in brackets, because it makes it easier for the seller to double check and see if they have that for you. Too many times people say they want a Fleeting Expertise, and if I can't click on it, I literally have to drop everything I'm doing, go into my options, go into my inventory, type it out, and it's all this extra work. And honestly, most of the time, I don't even bother doing that. If you're not going to put it in brackets, I'm not going to look at it for you, because you're killing the amount of time that I could be ghosting trade chat, which is something I want to get into too. Before we get into ghosting trade chat, spread the variety of your items out. And what I mean by that is let's say you have a lot of Warframes and weapons and mods and all that stuff you want to sell. Don't make messages that have just Warframes in. This is just a tip, a recommendation. But like, let's say one message you're going to have Necros Prime, and then that's your Warframe. The next, and you could have like a few of these, like maybe have up to 5, 6, whatever. Then with the rest of your message, maybe do like Blind Rage as another thing, Narrow-Minded as another thing, and then you could even add Riven mod, you know, something like that. Then you could do, let's say, Fish, Gems, anything else. Mutalist Alad V Assassination Coordinate or whatever. And by like posting this message in here, what I'm doing is I'm spreading out the variety of people that are looking for things. So I'll hit people that are looking for Necros, people that are looking for Blind Rage, Narrow-Minded, maybe a Fluctus Riven, Mutalist Alad V Assassinate Coordinates. Like, and again, a lot of you don't realize almost everything or a lot of things in this game, they're tradable. So if you could link it in trade chat, it's probably tradable and you could make platinum off of it. The next thing I want to go over is ghosting trade chat. So what does that mean? Ghosting trade chat means you're not posting messages in trade chat, you're just watching it. And you know, you're keeping a very close eye on trade chat. And the moment you see somebody come up with something that you're looking for, you immediately go and talk to them. And there's another thing that I want to say is be fast. Be very, very fast. As another tip, look, all these people on the side here are now using trade chat. They're all, or most of them, are like paying attention to what's going on. So you need to be faster than all these people. If you see something in trade chat that you could sell or you want to buy, you need to jump on that and hit that person up as soon as you possibly, like fast as F, boy. Like hit them up really, really fast. The next thing we're going to go over is Maru's Bazaar. If for some reason you can't get somebody into your dojo, oh, and this, you guys might be having this happen to you a lot lately, actually. It's kind of a common thing that's been happening. When I invite somebody into my dojo, they'll wind up in my railjack, and they'll wind up stuck in the railjack. And when that happens, and I go into the trade chat list, their name is not in the trade chat list. So what do you do then? If I realize that they've joined my squad, which means they should be here, but they're not, then I will send them a message back that says something along the lines of like, if you are in my railjack, best travel to any lab. That's it. And then what do they have to do? They literally just have to hit, while they're in the railjack, they hit escape, they hit fast travel, and they pick any one of these labs. And what that does is it unstucks them. So now they'll wind up showing up in the list if they have trades left and their two-factor authentication. But just know that that's been happening a lot. So anybody winds up in your railjack, tell them to fast travel around the dojo, and you should be able to get them in the list then. But if, let's say, you guys, for some reason, can't get the trade working through this trade thing here, you can press down on the D-pad. I'm not sure what this is on keyboard, but then the Y button, you could set up stuff here or just go accept items, and then boomtown. My Sevagoth is now ready for a trade. So if for some reason this trade console right here isn't working, you can set up a trade anywhere in the dojo without having the trade console. Side note, for those of you guys that are doing Kuva Liches and stuff, you have to sell Kuva Liches from a Crimson Branch trade room. You can't do it from one of these consoles. Liches cannot be traded from a regular console. Your dojo has to have a Crimson Branch. Crimson Branch is going to look like this room. And when you're in this room, the trade console is right here. And this is just another trade console. Only one person has to be here, and you can hit anybody else up that's in the dojo to be able to trade liches with them. So that being said, the next thing I want you guys to do is, or know, is how to whisper somebody. When you guys are whispering somebody in trade chat, for whatever reason, if you maybe get stuck or it doesn't, if you maybe get stuck and it doesn't really let you send them a whisper message, this is how whisper messages work in Warframe. You do /W space, and this is coding, so you have to do this exactly the way that it works. /W space, and then their name, whatever their name is. However, if their name has a space in it, then so you don't confuse the coding, you have to put brackets in. So that's very, very, very important. If their name has a space in it, you have to use the quotes. If it doesn't have a space in it, you shouldn't have to use the quotes. And then the very next thing that you put is going to be hi. And this kind of makes sense if you understand coding. If you didn't have the quotes and there was a space in the name, then the coding would think you're going to whisper nah, and the message you're whispering nah is me. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys, whatever. We're making a video here. I can't get responses right away. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's get to the next tip. The next tip is follow me on Twitch, because I'm like half talking to my chat right now while I'm doing this video, and I'm like realizing, oh yeah, YouTube, you guys don't respond right away. Cool. Because, you know, it's a video. Anyway, the next thing, ignore people as little as you can. If somebody in trade chat offers you something and you don't like their price, don't ignore them because you don't like their price. Why? Because down the road, that person might have something you're looking for, and then you just cucked yourself by ignoring them. So you don't want to just ignore people for no reason. Like, you don't want to ignore them because you don't like their price. What would I say you ignore somebody for? If they're pestering you. If somebody's like, you know, like, hey, I want that, you know, or something like that. No, gimme now. What are you doing? Like, whatever. If they're just messaging you over and over and over again, and it's like you're getting nowhere with like setting up a trade, they're not bargaining with you, and they're just kind of wasting your time, then I'd be like, okay, you could ignore that person. But ignoring somebody just because you don't like their price is hurting you in the future if they wind up having something that you're looking for. So, side note, be polite. Be polite to people when you can, or all the time. Again, just because you don't like somebody's price is not a reason to be mean to them. If you're mean to them because you don't like the price, you are wrong, because there's no fixed prices in this game. It is a free market, and prices can be set to whatever they want, and something is worth as much as someone else is willing to pay for it. So there's no fixed prices. Copy and paste messages ready to go. For those of you that are on PC, and I think PS4 has a way to do this, I don't know about Xbox, but there's a way that you can copy and paste messages on one of the consoles, and I think it's PS4, where you can just copy a message and then have it ready to just keep being repasted here in the game. I used to be able to do this on Xbox, and I think the way that I did it was I would just type a message out in here. This is my message, and this doesn't work on PC. But what I could do is I can go Control A, and that's supposed to highlight the message. Then Control C is supposed to copy the message, and then Control V is supposed to paste the message. But I just did all that here on PC, and it didn't work. I'm pretty sure that still works on Xbox, though. Control A to highlight all, Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. If you have, like, let's say a keyboard plugged into your Xbox, that should work. If you're on Switch, good luck. I have no idea how you could get that to work. Another thing you guys probably want to understand is like what some of the terminology means in the game. So if you guys ever see wanna buy, we went over that. That's you wanna buy. WTS is wanna sell. If you see PMO, that's private message offer. That's a lot of times this is redundant, and I feel like people are wasting their time with PMO in their message because, like, oh, obviously, Chad, I was just gonna sit here and hope you know I wanted it and wait for you to hit me up. Like, oh, duh, of course I have to private message you. Another thing is WTT, which is want to trade. And the last piece of advice that I have for you guys is if you're in trade chat and you realize that like you're not getting anywhere after being here for a while, you're not making any trades, I typically change my region every maybe 10 to 20 minutes, depending on if I'm getting hit up or not, or if anything's happening. But this is a big deal. It'll help a lot. You're going to change your region and you're looking for it to be a region that has a lot of people in it like this. So what you do is you hit escape, you go into options, and then the second tab over where it says gameplay, come down here to region and you can just change your region. So hit confirm. We're going to go over here to Europe and we're going to see what Europe is all about. So now there's all brand new people that have a chance at seeing the message that I'm posting here in trade chat if the other region wasn't working. So that's a really big helpful thing. I know a lot of people that have binged my videos do very often. So side note, if you guys are having trouble understanding how to do trade chat, even after this video, if you are, you know, struggling to make the plats and all that sort of stuff, I have an enormous catalog of videos here on YouTube where you can binge them till your heart's content. I recommend the best thing you do is just find a playlist that I have, put it on, listen to it in the background like a podcast, and whenever you don't understand something I'm talking about in the video, just watch that part of the video. But the more familiarized you get with trade chat, how it operates and how people, like how things get done here, the easier it's going to be for you to make platinum. The reason why I have so many videos on the channel about plat is because there is no way I could possibly fit it all in a single video. Like everything there is to need that you need to know about making trade chat. So binge them as best as you can. You'll get really good at it. You'll realize how many things there really are in the game to sell. How much plat you really do have the ability to make. Like I'm currently sitting on 85K here. This isn't even a big deal. As some of you see this and you go, oh my God, that's amazing. It's so incredible. Like, how do you have so much plat? Whatever. Oh, is that plat bought? No, this plat is not bought. Maybe 10,000 of this plat is bought, but the other 75,000 I earned my own. And the bought plat was because I like this game, obviously. I'm a creator for it and I want to support the devs. So I give money to help support the devs. And when I get my Warframe, they throw platinum on top of it because that's how the Prime accesses work. But all that being said, you guys have any questions? I'm live every single day on Twitch. I'm here for you to help you as best I can. Feel free to stop by whenever you can. I'm live every single day. Also, you guys can earn free Warframes, weapons, and mods just for watching my streams. And it's really that simple. Like, all you have to do is watch. You don't have to sub. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just literally watching my streams, you guys can earn free stuff. When you earn something, you basically just tell me about it and I will trade it to you. Well, once you've redeemed it from my my Stream Elements store. But yeah. Awesome stuff, always on Warframe, and I'll help you guys out as best I can here on Twitch. So thank you everybody so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys have an awesome night, day, whatever time it is. Absolutely love your faces, and I will see you guys in the next one.